Alright, welcome back, people. This is episode number 8. We're going to go ahead and jump in here and get back to it. For the episode purposes, as far as doing the series, we are not taking suggestions, as you can see. I know I asked for suggestions in the last video, but I thought about it, and in order to keep scheduling things, we are going to just go ahead and do it the way we need to do it. I know it's kind of pointless to do that way, but that is the best course of action to keep these videos rolling out so you have something to watch. So it's a small sacrifice, but I think it is all worth it. Okay, so we are getting in here. It is 6:30 in the evening, according to my clock up there. And this is a Sunday. It's actually Super Bowl Sunday that I'm recording this, which is kind of awesome, I guess. But anyway, we are going to show you guys pretty much what we got going on here. I don't really have enough money to start up a farm, but we did get the shed or shop stuck in here. Now, we did a few minor changes to the truck. I did end up getting a light bar up there. I've changed this around a little bit, put a darker shade of color to it, and we put a flatbed on it just because the flatbed looks a whole lot better. And this is our little shop here that we put up. We were going to eventually put the lift in here, and this is where we are going to have all of our service stuff be done in this little shed right here. Which that's not going to cost any extra money because the lift is way out yonder in that little shed, and it's going to get moved over here. Which I think that would be kind of legit to have it next to the equipment shed. Now, this shed here, this one is plenty big enough to store our trailers, any equipment we decide to get. And there's this big old door right here, but for the life of me, I can't figure out how to open this thing up. I don't know. Oh, open door. Nope. Nope. Closed door. Open door. That's that door. Let's see what this side says. Okay. Closed garage. Open garage. Oh, that's that big one there. I wonder if you can do it out here. Available winch rope. I don't know what that is. Okay. So anyway, I don't know how to open this shed up. It would be nice if I could, but I don't know how. So maybe I can figure it out later, or we may end up changing it out just because. You know what? Let's do that. Let's just change it out because I don't know what the deal is, but it's not working. So let's get rid of that one, and let's just see what kind of options we can go with here. I'm gonna move the truck out of the way so that way we got the full working area that we can work with. So let me pull this thing over here. We did end up putting up the gates and the the walls and the fences and all the fun stuff. I'm gonna leave it running just because. Yeah. So let's look at the sheds here. There's some good ones in here, but they're expensive too. So we need a pretty good size. This one is called a massive, and it is indeed massive. Holy moly. I don't know why I would need one this big. I'm not going to be a huge farmer, so we're not going to go with that one. I'd like to have this one, and I got just barely enough of money to do it, but I think this is the one I was going to place down one time, and for whatever reason, it just would not let me do it. So we're not going to do that one. I'm sorry for the button clicks, but that's just the way it has to go. There's this one. This is the Millennial Farms work shed, and this one would be, it would be a little small, but it's doable. You know what I mean? We can do it, except the front of it is facing the wrong way. I'd have to move that building, or I could just do it like this right here. But then that garage door over there is a little bit too far. So I don't know if that's something I want to go with or not. This is just a cold storage shed. This would be kind of nice to have, you know, just kind of up here somewhere, and all of that. But I don't know if we're going to do this. We may, if we do it, we may, like I say, we may end up taking some of this field down here. But then if I do that, I'm going to have to put a fence around it and make it nice. As you can see here, we have redone the culvert right there. You can see how deep it gets beside the driveway, so that way when everything runs off, it goes right in here, and this is all drained out down to the lake down there, which is pretty good. And then it's built up down here, so it kind of catches, and then I think there's another lake or something back yonder, but we can't get back there right now, but that's okay. And also the gas company come in, and they put us in a temporary line. You can see where they ran their dirt right there, and it goes out yonder to that building I was talking about in a previous episode. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch that episode. It'll tell you all about it. And right here would be perfect for this shed. But then again, do we need one this small? I mean, it's only $40,000. So, you know, we could go with that, or we could go with one of these that we had a while ago. But the problem is that big bay door right there, it just will not open. I don't know how to open it. Now, this is not too bad looking. This is actually kind of fitting with what we have already. So we may, and this was not too expensive either, I may roll with this. Let me see how this looks. And I wonder if I have enough room. I'm getting a little crazy with the sheds here, but the sheds is kind of what makes you farm, other than your equipment. So you got to have adequate storage in order to have a adequate farm. But this should be good. I mean, I don't see that'd be an issue there. And then of course this is like the one that we've got way out here, right there. As you can see, it's the same setup. And I wonder if it would look good right here in the corner. No, because that door is in the wrong spot. Now we could do it like this here, but then again, I don't know. This might work right here. Let's do that. I think that would look good. And then lastly, I'm getting a little crazy with the sheds, I know, but it should be okay. I just want something else up here that is going to work pretty good, although I'm not seeing anything. I don't know, this right here, nope, it's too long. I would like to get rid of this and then put something different here. So let's look at that. Let's see. I gotta make sure I get rid of the right. Okay, that's the only one I had. So that works. Nope, not back to the garage. I want to look at more sheds here. Okay. I would like to have another one of these out here because this is heated. So you know what we may do? We may just slap this out here. I mean, it's not too expensive. But it's not real big either, and it didn't really want to take a lift. So we got to have something we can put a lift in. So let's looky here. And this one, you could put a lift in there, but it's an all open front. I don't want that. I want something that's going to close up. So here's a garage. Well, I don't have enough money for that. That's too skinny. That ain't worried about. This here, you know, we could really do something with this here. I'd say we get this. Yeah, let's do that. That away, hopefully I put it in the right orientation. I should have looked at that before I set it, but that'll be okay. And then if I have to, I can always add on to it, level this ground out here and stick another one over here. But this should be plenty of storage. Because we're not going to be something real massive right away. Well, eventually we're going to have to get some hay storage. You know, these things are pretty small. Might as well just go ahead and get them. Although I don't know if I want them up here. I may try to find a spot somewhere on the property that would look good. But then again, we might not even do hay. I don't know. So, let's see. Anything else in here that I want to look at? No. Let's look at miscellaneous. Should we have? I guess we should have a diesel fill station out here just because. Probably put it over here by the shop. Let me zoom in here a little bit. And let's do it. Nope, because that door's got to swing open somehow. Let's do it. We'll just do it right here. That should be fine. Okay, now, this is kind of nice. I'm not really looking for decorations here. I'm just kind of trying to look at my options. I wonder if we can put a toolbox. Yes, we can. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to put the toolbox kind of right here in the corner. And I don't know if this is movable. I assume it is. And we're also going to get us a lift and plop the lift down right here. I wonder. Nope, it's kind of offset from the thing, but that should be fine. It shouldn't matter too much. Okay, so now I don't need another house. Eventually, we're going to have to put down a silo system when we start doing the crops and whatnot. But I got to find a spot on the property that we can put all this stuff. Because, you know, we have our shed storage up here. We may have to do a little fixing right there. That should be fine. Then we have our house, obviously. And then we have the garage. And this right here, we're going to be getting rid of this. Because this is an eyesore. I don't like that at all. So we're going to get rid of that. These logs, we're going to clear those out of there. This shed here, we're going to have to leave it. Because it's got concrete and all that. And it's basically sheltering our diesel fuel station. It is housing the big tanks that goes underneath it. That's how come it's kind of raised up here a little bit, because they had to come in here and dig all this up to put in 2 massive tanks. That is what that's all about. And they had run us pre-lines when they ran this one. They sent us another line out here to attach this to. So this is not hooked up yet, but it will be coming up here in the future. So we're not able to fill up any trucks with that right yet, but we will be eventually doing that. And then also what I'd like to do at one point in time is come out here get rid of these trees, level this dirt off, and, you know, just have something here. I don't know what yet. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe trailer storage. Something that we can, you know, store outside, because the main stuff that needs to be sheltered is all going to go up here. So this is going to look good. We need to fix that right there and make that concrete. Let me do that right quick. Okay. I'm going to change all this to concrete too, because you wouldn't set this on a platform like this without making it concrete. So we're going to fix that right there. Let's go ahead and hop in here, put all this concrete, and that should have fixed all of that. So that looks good. Okay, now we need a pressure washer up here. I don't have one of those yet, so let's see. I think it's, yeah, in miscellaneous. Now, where do we put the pressure washer? Let's just kind of tuck it in the corner right here, out of the way. Hopefully those doors don't hit it. I don't know if that's got doors or not. Probably not. I don't want to stick it. Oh, shoot. I just noticed something. There's a door right there. Yeah, we probably won't need it. I hope not. So let's just stick this thing. Let's just stick it right there. That should be fine. It ain't gonna go nowhere. And then we'll just have all of this for just cold storage. So that's gonna be nice. I don't know. I kind of don't like that. Let me see if I can sell that. Oh, good gracious, they don't give you much for it. We better look at the prices of the new ones if we're going to change it up, because I don't want to sell a building and then not have enough to get a new building. So let's look at what we got in here. This one we could do. I don't know, though. I kind of wish the blame doors would work. Well, this is kind of nice. Multi-purpose warehouse. All right, let's sell this. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, this is way too small. Ain't much of a warehouse. Thing's tiny. What about this mechanic hall right here? Holy mackerel, look at them doors. They got, well, you talk about working, this right here, that would be it, but we're not doing that. I do like this, but now I don't have enough money to get it. That's okay though. Could put the toy shed over there, but nah. Wonder if these have big bay doors. It has a bay door right there, but then again, it's too big to fit where I want it to fit, and it's on the wrong end anyway. See, these would be perfect, but the doors don't work. And this thing's already too massive anyway. I want my buildings to work. See, that's another one of those, which I guess we could get by with just a couple of these. You know, we don't want to go too industrial looking, but we don't want to go too off the wall either. This one's kind of nice. I like this. And it has doors on both sides. So we may, I think we're going to go with this. You know, because it's going to give me access. The only problem is, though, that door is kind of small. You know what I mean? I don't know if that door is going to be big enough to fit what we need to fit in there. And of course, you got this option. This, I don't know. They don't look too good. I really wish these would work, because these are just nice. I like those, but they don't work. They're too small, and lagging the game up, so we're not going to go with that. What about this? Nope. I got to get more buildings in here. I guess for now, let's just put another one of these up. That should be fine. We'll just go right here. I want to be in line with that one though. I'll tell you what I should do, just to make sure that we are going to be in line with it. Nope. And then we'll just know to come out a little past, just a little past that line right there. It should be fine. I guess I should have got rid of that tree before I go throwing concrete down here. Alright. That's all I need, is just a reference line, just something so I can look and see what I'm doing. So let's go get that shed and let's just place it. That should be the best option for what we're trying to do. So, where did it go? Right here. Okay. Whoops. Whoops. So we just need to be out past that just a touch. And hopefully that's squared up on our pad. Everything looks beautiful. I can't tell, but we'll go with it. Okay, now let's change the ground around it, because you want concrete floors. You don't want dirt floors. Dirt floors don't work that well. Trust me. I got dirt floors. Actually, I got gravel floors in my real life shop, and it ain't no good. So, just working on it's a pain. That's all. Alright, that should be good. I guess we'll fix this. We'll make this be a little grass spot, just so the tree is happy. Make sure no grass grew in here, and there did. So let's change that back to concrete and get rid of that. That should be good. Oh shoot. Why did that change? Alright, that should be fine. Okay, now let's make sure all this is concreted in here. We got a bush growing in here, but that's okay. I can't fix all the little errors. I can just make it look somewhat legit, which should be fine. Okay, now we got our shed storage figured out. Now we got to figure out equipment. Now we have, let's see. Oh good, it does work. Okay. I gotta make sure all these doors work first before I go saying we're good and then we ain't good, you know. So, okay, that door works. This door, it works. Is that door gonna open? Yes, it will. Okay. Beautiful. Oh, don't you open yet. And then can we shut this one? Yeah, okay. So those doors work, so that's good. So now that all our doors work, let me shut this real quick. I don't know if it's going to let me shut it. Oh shoot, okay. So it's shut, that's good. So this one, this is our mechanic shop right here. A little big for just mechanic work, but you know, you gotta have room in here. So that's what that's all about. Okay, so we got that good to go, and we also got a pressure washer, and we got Eventually, we'll have diesel up here. Okay. And then this, you've already seen this shed, and that shed's the same exact as that one, except that one's going to be storage, and maybe one day we'll get heat and air and put heat and air in there, and then it'll be a full good shop. Now, let's look in here right quick and make sure. Come on, door. Let's make sure that this is going to look good. I think we won't have any issues. We got full sufficient power. We got lights, which is great. That's what we need. And this will be our heated storage. So that'll come in handy there. And it's got plenty of doors, plenty of openings and whatnot. So that'll work good. Golly, we got to mow too. We'll probably do that next episode. Get out here and get mowing. Because what we got to do now is we got to figure out when do we start farming. Obviously, we don't have a whole lot of money right now. All we got is $119,791, which ain't nowhere near enough to daggone do anything with. But we wanted to go ahead and get that going, get these buildings down, and get all of this ready, so when we do make our first purchase, everything will be good to go. We'll go ahead and shut the gates here, that way that is good. I think these gates have got to be shut up too. Not real sure. Yep, they're wide open. It's kind of a steep angle, but we probably won't be using that driveway as much. I just had to have something come down right there. And then this is a little bit wonky, but that's okay. And that is going to be fun to mow right there, so be sure to stay tuned for that when we go to mow that. That's going to be a fun thing to do right there. And especially right here. Man, we need it all, I don't know, hopefully not. Okay, so we got to be a little bit careful now because the driveway is a little bit higher than the dirt down there. So we got to be a little careful when we're driving down through there. Okay, so here is the other shop that we have. And what I'd like to do one day is just have this as a truck shop. May put a lift in here later on, I don't know, probably not. And one day I want to open up my own business doing grading work. So this could be the storage for all the grading stuff and whatnot to go there. We're going to work on tearing all of this down. We got to move this over. We got to get rid of these big old logs here. So we got the semi still. We'll just probably have to rent something and load this all up. We're going to take it down to the old sawmill, get that sold and get it out of here. Because I ain't going to use them things. Ain't no way. And then this right here, I'm going to have to pick this up with a tractor. Probably the John Deere up there. And just move it over to back in there somewhere. We did get this thing. Fertile Turmoil by Jeremy Q. Diggs, commissioned by Maplefield Council. So that had to do something with something in the Goldcrest Valley. I don't really know. But they said since you build a nice house out here, we're going to give you a nice statue. I guess that's what you'd call that thing. A memorial or something. I don't know. But anyway, they put that up here the other day and it does look good. They're going to come back later and kind of lighting or something on it to make it light up good at night. I do like this place. I like it a lot. So anyway, that is the plan for the next couple of episodes. We got to mow. We got to figure out what we're going to do to start making some money to getting in farm equipment so we can start working this land right here. So, and we still have, I think we increased our loan if I'm not mistaken. Well, no, we didn't increase it, but let's see if I can borrow. I cannot. Okay. So anyway, we're not gonna be able to borrow any more money right now, but that's okay, because we don't need a whole lot of money right now anyway. But what we do need to do is we need to get rid of these logs out here, get rid of this shed, and start farming, basically. If I have to lease a bunch of the stuff, I can do that. I really don't want to lease a tractor though. I'd like to go ahead and buy a tractor, but that's going to be a few episodes before we can start doing that. And like I say, I do work a full-time job, so that's going to help pay for some of these bills that we're going to have coming up. And we make roughly about $20 an hour. So, you know, it's not great income, but it's good enough that we can maybe do a good down payment on a tractor and just pay it over time. You know, so we got ways we can do it, but it's gonna be a process for sure. All right, well, with that, guys, I think that is going to wrap it up for this episode, even though it was just kind of showing you around what we do and getting everything from the previous episode. I probably should have recorded building this land right here and getting all this ready to go. We still got to put down lights and stuff, so we got the electricians. They're going to come out, I think, in a couple days, and they're going to work on that. And they've already gotten the wires pre-ran for all this stuff. They built these buildings and got everything good to go. Of course, you've already seen all of that, so that's how that works. And then I got to get me in a road that'll go across here and connect up to this, to the backyard, and so on and so forth. So one day that's what we'll do, and I'll just have like a nice little driveway that I can go. Say I'm up here and I'm in my tractor or whatever in that building, and I want to go to the shop instead of going down yonder and around. I can just scoot out through here and then bada bing, bada boom, go around and be down. Yep. So one day that's what we're gonna do right there. But for now, this shop is gonna be good to go. So we're gonna leave all these trees too. I kind of like how that looks out here in the forest area, and this is coming together good. So be sure to stay tuned to the Homestead series. We're making good progress. So if you do like it, be sure and hit the like button and all that fun stuff. And then we will, I guess we'll see you guys in the next episode. All right.